Matthew O'Donoghue. Number 4, Meluetu Nkomo. Number 14, Luka Nezovic. Number 16, Rome Serena. 28, the skipper, Luke Newer. Number 20, Christian Rudakovic. Number 24, Anthony Babic. 47, by Richie. Blacktown City, like this today. In goals, number 1, Tristan Prendergast. Number 5, Grant Lynch. Number 11.
Good afternoon and welcome to Landon Stadium for your Sunday serving of NPL men's action, and we've got a cracker here today. A local derby in Sydney's West with Blacktown City hosting Western Sydney Wanderers at Landon Stadium. And Blacktown, they look to continue their run towards finals in front of their home fans with one eye on the Australia Cup midweek. Meanwhile, the Wanderers, they're looking to reverse what has been a real slide for them in the past 10 games or so and round out the bit of season with a little bit of momentum and maybe stake a place for a couple of A-League contracts and places in their Australia Cup midweek squad. And without any further delay, let's get straight into the team news. Taking a look at the hosts with Mark Crinton's Blacktown City. They come off a midweek loss in the Waratah Cup against Apia. And before that, last weekend, they drew away to the Mariners. So a couple of tough performances there. But they'll take confidence knowing they're heavy. And also looking to get a bit of revenge after the Wanderers defeated them 3-0 back in April. Just the two changes with Mario Chabot and Ben Berry out of the squad from their match against the Mariners. And for the rest of the starting 11, it goes like this. Number 1, the goalkeeper is Tristan Prendergast. 5 is Grant Lynch. 7, Travis Major. 11, Danny Choi. 12, Tyron Burney. 14, Mitch Malia. 18, Nick O'Brien. 19, Julian Rodriguez. 22, Jacob Manidi. 23, Joey Gibbs. And 24, Jackson Bandiera. As for Richie Cardozo's Western Sydney, it's been hard going for his young side. They've been heavily disrupted by players away at youth national team camps and others forced rest due to the A-League pre-season, and as a result of all those factors, they've gone winless in 8. And they'll be hoping to repeat the feat they achieved against Blacktown back in April, where they won 3-0. And a whole host of changes to the squad that lost heavily away to St. George 5-0 with Awan Lawal, Dimo, Tristan Vidal, and Roshan Tufanai, 99, Ryan Devine. All 5 of those players are out of the starting 11, and the 5 that come in are Luka Knezovic, the goalkeeper, Tiger Harper, Matt O'Donoghue, Dallo Sandy, and Philip Gigliotti. As for the rest of the 11, it goes like this. Number 4, Meliwethu Nkomo. 16, Roman Kalina. 23, Marcus Fernandez. 28, Luke Neuenhoff, the captain. 35, Khan Nizam. 37, Ricky Franson, and the new inclusions, 14, Luka Knezovic. Number 1 in goal, Tiger Harper. 3, Matt O'Donoghue. 36, Dallo Sandy, and number 77, Philip Gigliotti. And our referees this afternoon taking care of proceedings in the centre is Jake Rose. Our assistants are Aaron Block and Owen Metcalf, and our 4th official is Matt Staples. And it's a pleasure to bring in here is Nkomo, just shifting around the back for Western Sydney. They'll be keen to get off to a solid start, maybe find themselves in this game, find a bit of form against a side that still has a lot to play for, do Blacktown, whilst they're relatively safe inside the top 6. Of course, finishing with a higher seeding, a higher spot can really pay dividends, as here goes Malia on that far side, linking up with Major. It's Blacktown's turn to get their foot on the ball and start the attack with Grant Lynch. Wanderers certainly have a task on their hands this afternoon. This young side that's rarely been able to feature the same starting 11 in back-to-back matches. Here is Major for that floated ball into the box, and the wind, which is sweeping across the park from right to left on your screen, is going to drag that ball away. Pretty good conditions for football here this afternoon. It's around 14, 15 degrees, bit of wind about, clear skies though. The rain has stayed away, which is nice. Of course, you might have noticed we're in a slightly different position to where games usually are here at Landon Stadium. Instead of the main stadium grandstand, we're on the scaffold on the opposite side of the ground. Of course, that's all in preparation for Blacktown City's huge Australia Cup clash on Wednesday night. We'll talk about that more as the game goes on. For now, though, Blacktown are looking to try and pinch away possession, and Neuenhoff has spotted Gigliotti over on that far side. He's got a bit of pace to get around Burney, who's no slouch himself. Now here go the Wanderers, this young side with Luke Neuenhoff. Como with Danny Choi pressing him, and that pressure from Choi pays off, and he can take the ball for himself here, Danny Choi. And Como in pursuit. Decides to hold up his man and try and go around him one-on-one, looking for that ball centrally towards Gibbs. game so far going to plan for Blacktown. They've got all the possession and all the pressure. Choi. Essentially for Jacob Maniti. Now with Nick O'Brien, who floats that ball out wide to Malia. Good first touch to try and get around his man, but he's well marshalled there by Matt O'Donoghue. Now the Wanderers looking to spring a counter-attack of their own. They've got a bit of room to work with here with Khan Nizam. Andiero was immediately on his back though. Wanderers has to be careful they don't turn it over. The Blacktown press is coming and Neuenhoff does well to get an important touch around the corner. One keeps possession with the Wanderers. Knezovic spotted Dallo Sandy in midfield and now the Wanderers are streaming away. Neuenhoff shifting out wide for Philip Gigliotti. Couple of step overs to create the space. Looking for an avenue to try and create the attack and hesitated so slightly and that allowed Blacktown to take the ball off. Choi has spotted Major out wide. Now it's Blacktown's turn. End-to-end stuff here at Landon Stadium. It's with Travis Major looking centrally for Gibbs and it was just behind the Blacktown City striker. Very open start to proceedings here. Received word over the PA system that the Mariners have scored against St. George. That's a big one for the Mariners in the context of the relegation race. Mariners certainly amongst that bottom 4 or 5 teams. Something that neither of these two teams really have to worry about. Blacktown more concerned with the finals. Wanderers, the finals is slipping away from them now and they're probably too far to get stuck up in the relegation battle as Blacktown were looking to pass their way towards Julian Rodriguez. It's with Danny Choi. Continue to hold the ball deep in Wanderers half. They have to be mindful of the counter though. We saw that just a moment ago when Gigliotti had that chance on the edge of the area. Just didn't pull the trigger. Something that Wanderers have found difficult in recent weeks. They haven't getting the score sheet. Here is Choi again for Blacktown. Now it's with Gibbs on the byline. Once more with Danny Choi. Floated ball intended for Major. It's come back out here for Jacob Maniti who tries and was always rising from Blacktown City midfielder, Jacob Maniti. Just on the Wanderers struggles in front of goal. They've only been able to find the score sheet in one of their last 5 matches. That was in that 2-2 away draw to St. George FC. That one was difficult to control for Nizam and Wanderers have turned it over. Stays at the feet of Blacktown City again. They're getting as much of possession of the ball as they want as they've used the overlapping Bernie. It's a real feature of his game. His ability to break forward and add another layer to his Blacktown City attack. It's again with Danny Choi. Andiero has gone forward with him in support. Smart play by Grant Lynch. Veteran instincts at the back, kicking in there. Just so composed under pressure. Zukoma wins it off Choi, and Wanderers have a bit of work to do from the corner here. And I'll take possession again with the throw. Tough task for Richie Cardozo's young Wanderers side this afternoon. Blacktown City, a team that's really in the mix right now. Blacktown sitting in that 4th spot they get. Good fixture at home in the first week of the finals. For now though, Rodriguez looking to dig that ball over the top towards Major. It's still with Blacktown City. Maniti's been able to recycle possession well. His feet once more, and here is Danny Choi and Major. Touch football on the wing as Choi looks to swerve that ball through and wasn't taking any chances at the back there. Was Ricky Franson. Such a dangerous ball in from Danny Choi with swerve and dip, and ultimately all Wanderers could do was accept conceding a corner. And it's the first of the game that goes the way of Blacktown City on this near side. Jacob Maniti's going to be the one to take it.
Marcus, stay out here, Marcus! Marcus!
What can Blacktown do from the set piece? Just over 7 minutes gone. Maniti towards the back post. They're all rising, and in the end it's easily taken there by Tiger Harper. I think it was Joey Gibbs that was the man in there. Him and Travis Major both lurking at the back post, looking to add to their impressive tallies for the season. And now the Wanderers again, they've been able to play between the lines and to good effect. It's with Khan Nizam. Early cross in, and Jackson Bandiera wins it off him and takes the foul as well. Blacktown City, again, that's the second time in these opening stages of this game that they've been sprung on the counter by the Wanderers. They do pose a threat on the other end of the pitch to Western Sydney. It's just been defending that they found difficult in this game, conceding a lot of possession early. As he goes, Matt O'Donoghue going himself the centre back, trying to slalom his way through the Blacktown City defenders, and in the end just too many black shirts in front of him. From Blacktown City, they'll have their eyes on climbing up ladder positions in the finals. Of course, they're 3 points behind Apia, who sit above them in third. They're 6 points safe inside the top six, so a win here and a couple more decent results in the final 3-4 games of the season, and finals will be secured. Trying to get home final in week one and push up towards second. It's currently occupied by Marconi. They'll of course get the benefit of a bit of rest as well, which is always nice off a big 30-game season, plus Australia Cup and Waratah Cup commitments that Blacktown have been heavily involved in. As Gibbs pinches it back towards Bernie, and Rodriguez looking to get towards the goal line, and again it's Franson who has to say we'll take the corner instead. And as Blacktown get their second. Looking to go quick here short, it's with Rodriguez. Here comes the ball, and it's back out to Choi. Being his first defender, still looking for options, and does find the pass wide. As Malia winds up a strike, and it's off the crossbar. Here goes Lynch, and couldn't get good enough connection with it. Handball is waved away, and Mitch Malia, that crossbar is still shaking from that venomous strike. Just seemed to unleash and almost got it past Tiger Harper. And Lynch had a second go at it as well. Couldn't react in time, but again, it's Blacktown City, a really big warning shot fired at the Western Sydney goal. The Wanderers just look to calm things down from their perspective, get their foot on the ball. Now they've won it back here, Western Sydney. Again, it's with the Wanderers. They've done well. Shot comes in and it's deflected away. Now it's with Choi. And Major's been able to turn. He got the call from the bench, and now he can drive forward at the Wanderers' defence. Major stands up the defenders, gives it back towards Rodriguez, and he was looking to return the favour there. He had the right idea on the pass. Major was making more of a decoy run rather than looking to receive the ball there. Don't know he expected much of it. Good attacking intent shown by Rodriguez. Here he is on the ball now. Getting the start this week is Julian Rodriguez after being on the bench against the Mariners last weekend. As Malia turns. Broken up there by Dallo Sandy. Oh, lovely spin by Gigliotti. And Wanderers do win the foul, and this will be a nice bit of reprieve for them on what has been a real consistent threat of pressure to their goal. And with 12 or so minutes gone here at Landon Stadium, it's gone all the way of Blacktown City, headlined by the crossbar strike from Mitch Malia. Wanderers, who conceded 5 in their last game towards St. George City, they'll be looking to avoid getting run over here by another quality side, as that's a beautiful pass in by Bandiera. Getting that swerving, dipping cross, and Wanderers just not alert to the second ball. Much of the frustration of coaching staff on the bench in front of us, and here goes Malia again, looking to cut inside, and again it's skied. Blacktown City again going close, and Mitch Malia, who struck the crossbar on his attempt just before, that time clears it by a couple of inches. But still, Wanderers continue to absorb all this pressure. Harper. His long ball forward flicked on by Rodriguez, but it's still the Wanderers who take possession. Neuenhoff. For that pass forward, and not much doing up front here for the Wanderers. And that means Tristan Prendergast can calmly restart play with his back four. Lynch picks up possession, and there goes Bandiera on that underlapping run. O'Brien again searches out Mitch Malia and does well to find him. Malia's been so effective on that right wing. He takes on Matt O'Donoghue here. Here goes Rodriguez with a strike of his own into the back of Luke Neuenhoff. Tiger Harper again. And this time he's picked up Dallo Sandy, but you can just see floating back against the wind there. Didn't help out the Wanderers midfielder from bringing that under his control, and he puts up the hand in apology as Bandiera. Rare errant touch, and Wanderers get a bit of a break now. They can try and build something for their half here. Crossfield switch wasn't on, and Bernie has intercepted it.
Yes. Good, man.
O'Donoghue goes in strong on Malia and then follows up with Tyron Burney. Forces him into a bit of a slip, but Burney still has it with him. The sharp feet and sharp touches allows Blacktown to keep it without too much of a threat. Coma had to get his head onto that one to sit over the sideline. There was the danger man Travis Major lurking behind him with his 8 goals in all competitions. Of course, no Jack O'Brien out there for Blacktown City. He's picked up plenty of goals himself. Bandiera. Loose touch, and still it's with Blacktown. Maniti's done an exceptional job at the base of midfield so far for Blacktown, keeping possession. Pass by Lynch to put Wanderers under more pressure, and Nkomo has Major on his back, and Major's taken away from him. Rodriguez, the intended man on the edge of the area, just skipped away from him at the final moment. And now Dallo Sandy has options to his right. He does well to stop the pass, but in the process of doing just that, he's had to concede the foul. Blacktown won't mind conceding that foul. No yellow card to their midfielder Jacob Maniti, and in the process they were able to stop the counter. Lynch uses Choi and continues to turn, and they won't be rushed. Blacktown, they'll move it from side to side. Nico O'Brien looks to bring it back this way towards us in our commentary position. Como just waited for Lynch to make his touch and got right to it. Bandiera. He's found Major in between the lines. And he goes back to Choi. Driven ball towards the back post. Marley was waiting there, hoping it got to him for another good opportunity, and Wanderers do well to clear their lines. So only as far as Blacktown midfield. It's Lynch who's stepped well into the half now. Spotted a great pass around the defenders to Major. Travis Major props up the defence, and Lynch continues moving, and now he's got ideas of swerving across towards the back post, but there's a bit too much heat on it, and the end result is a Western Sydney throw. As quickly as they win it back, Western Sydney, they turn it over. Here is Choi. The onslaught continues. Here is Major. This is where it can be so dangerous when he cuts inside. Back out to Danny Choi from the edge of the area. Off the back of the Western Sydney defence, it was Marcus Fernandez back there to block him. Wanderers midfield, the likes of Fernandez and Neuenhoff, who are the double pivot right now. They're finding it hard to get on the ball. A lot of defensive work as Bandiera looks. And Rodriguez was the intended target. He left it to Joey Gibbs, and handball ruled against Blacktown City. Jake Rose making the call, and the Blacktown bench certainly weren't pleased about that one, to say the least. And that's the beauty of our new commentary position. We're right behind the benches to hear all the instructions, see all the substitutions, all the chatter. And Neuenhoff still with the Wanderers here. They had the idea to switch to Gigliotti. See what the intent is from the Wanderers, to get forward as quickly as possible, try and turn this Blacktown defence around. And Blacktown, when they do hold possession for extended periods of time, they're happy to commit numbers. Gibbs has won it in a good area here. Swings it out to Mitch Malia, who's already had a couple of chances, looking to turn his defender around, and crosses it, and again a half shot, half cross goes over the crossbar. See Blacktown really favouring this left side. Choi dropping deep to help out the midfield, and then once they get the Wanderers on this left side, that's when they look to go towards the right. Here is Malia now, looking for Bernie inside. Wanderers do well to just get in the way and a couple of roadblocks in possession. Smart play by Malia, uses Gibbs, and here is Rodriguez. Good heads-up play to switch to Choi. Danny Choi looking for that ball towards Gibbs, and again it's Ricky Franson who has had to be alert to all these crosses that have continued to bombard the Wanderers' 18-yard area. Again, they have to concede the corner. Here is Maniti. Corner count mounting for Blacktown. Maniti towards the centre, and it's well dealt with by the Wanderers. Took them a couple of attempts to get it out, but for now though it's away from any immediate danger. Bandiera back towards Maniti and Choi. Great acrobatic control. This is good by Khan Nizam, just decides to take it on his own, but Maniti tracked him all the way. That's good defending by the Wanderers. Quickly turned things into attack, and Nazem just spotted that he didn't really have much in support, and well, you know, I'll take this myself, go down the wing. He was well met there by Maniti. Now the press is coming. Lynch, who has continued to play his way out. That's the skills of Grant Lynch at the back. He's a futsal-roo. Certainly used to having plenty of pressure and playing at speed. Lynch is good in the air. Wasn't under any real pressure, but it's given away here to Fernandez. O'Donoghue. Como. Bit of pressure there on the midfield, and Blacktown to quickly win back possession. They're doing well at stopping Wanderers from playing out. It's not been too many occasions that Wanderers have successfully played out. It's been more so on the counter that they found success as Choi and Major link up. Grant Lynch spotted Major in a bit of space to work with and looks to fashion across. Wanted the handball. Looked like if it was off the back of Nkomo, despite protests from Blacktown. And again, it's Nazam, who had to try and play out from himself. He wanted the foul. It wasn't coming. Instead, it's with Major and Blacktown. Bandiera. He makes his first foray into the box. It's with Travis Major. And a great save by Tiger Harper. He had to get down quickly to his right to deny Travis Major. A save from short range. Good reaction stop there by the Wanderers shot stopper. And that's probably his best save of the afternoon so far. You see a couple of deflections and Major was alive to it. And pull the trigger. Easily taken there by Harper. Continues instinct with the Wanderers in NPL. He's had a bit of time away. We've seen Tristan Vudarkovic play their last game. We've seen Lucas Sinot as well for a few games. And now Wanderers, they had momentarily, Gigliotti was all alone in acres of space here. They spotted him, but they just couldn't get the ball out to him. Bernie makes a darting run inside, and Choi was screaming for it on this near wing. It was going to be difficult to get it out to him. 25 minutes gone here, no goals yet, but Blacktown are continuously knocking on the door. Hit the crossbar through Malia. Tiger Harper's made a good stop just recently. Needed running strong. Wanderers wanted the foul as looks like it might be because of a head knock. The referee has to stop the play. Blacktown weren't too happy about it. They had possession. So it looks like it'll be drop ball. Officials just sorting out formalities in the centre of the park, and with a bit of a break in play, we might take a look around the grounds.
Keep doing the same thing.
Central Coast still lead 1-0 over St. George. Meanwhile, Rockdale and Harpy, that in our match of the round, that's at 0-0. Still 0-0 here. Nick O'Brien, that's fantastic stand-up play, and he's one inside a foul in a pretty good area here for Blacktown City. 25, 30 yards out from goal. And Nick O'Brien wanted it a little bit further. And the referee, Jake Rose, just taking it back to where contact started. Just be two in the wall for Tiger Harper. And so Jacob Maniti will definitely cross this one in, it looks like. The Man on the set pieces for Blacktown. We've seen him whip in a few dangerous corners already. He's definitely warmed up by now. Here goes Manidi towards the back post. Major was there. Was going to have to beat a couple of Wanderers defenders to get to him. Here's Nick O'Brien, who's ventured well forward here, the centre back. Bandiera. Shaped across, decided against it, used Danny Choi. Major. Nick O'Brien, he crosses this time. And Lynch was in the back and he wanted the corner. No, he didn't. Rather, I think Mark Crittenden wanted the corner. Judging from the shouts from the bench. You can see it's numerous crosses that have been launched into the Wanderers area. O'Donoghue. Wanderers trying to get through this Blacktown midfield. It's been hard going for them. You can see Gibbs is pressing and they go all the way back to Harper, and now they're forced long. Sandy's in midfield. He was the intended target, but that's good defensive awareness there by Nick O'Brien. Had read the play well. That means Wanderers continue to be pinned back inside their own half. Nick O'Brien. Bandiera gives it back to him. Bernie was taken late in the challenge. He's looked to find Gibbs. It's cleared away again by Franson. Franson and Roman Kalina at the back. They've had a very, very busy night, or afternoon, should I say, and that's about to get busier with this free kick.
Hey, further back,
And play continues here. There's been a bit of a mix-up over the free kick. For now, though, it's with Blacktown. In comes the cross from Malia. Franson was there, and Major goes up for it. Harper could only punch, and it's struck over the bar by Joey Gibbs, and he... You can see immediately what his reaction was when it came off the boot. He knew he hadn't caught it cleanly. There was a bit of confusion over the free kick. It looked like Blacktown wanted to play quickly, and it deflected off Matt O'Donoghue, who was close to the ball. Play continued. The referee didn't blow his whistle, and the result of all that was almost a goal for Blacktown. But more scramble defence for the Wanderers means that the score remains at 0-0. As Nkomo can't keep that ball in. 15 minutes to go here in the first half. It's been all the way of Blacktown in terms of possession and chances, but haven't been able to get past Tiger Harper just yet. They've been stubborn in defence, Western Sydney, despite having to really concede a lot of possession and chances.
Step together!
If you compare the game that O'Brien and Lynch have had as centre-backs for Blacktown compared to Franson and Kalina for Western Sydney, they've had a lot more ball to feet, been a lot more involved in possession. Don't have to do all that much defending. It's been mostly done in midfield. Nkomo goes over the back of Choi, and he was a bit too eager to win possession. Play continues to be almost exclusively set inside the Wanderers' half. Lynch takes matters into his own hands, and he spotted Rodriguez well. And now Bandiera's gone. Numbers adding here. Great shot by Bandiera. It's forward here for Lynch. Can he get the shot on? And more scramble at the back here by the Wanderers, and that was probably the nerviest of them all. And Blacktown are blowing up here about the initial call, which was a goal kick. Now it's gone to the corner. And just going back to the replay there, we saw Bandiera have that half cross, half shot. Harper could only punch. He didn't hit it cleanly, did Tiger Harper. And Joey Gibbs was lurking, trying to feed off the scraps.
Yeah, but he gave it to us.
And the result of all that chaos is a Blacktown corner. In it comes, and that time Harper does well to get a better fist to it.
Corner! Corner!
And now that's going to be a goal kick. And so the Wanderers will try and see out the half. And it's given away by Harper. That's fallen for Choi, and he tried the spectacular. It'll only be a goal kick. Blacktown had a bit of a switch up with Julian Rodriguez switching out from the midfield, going towards the wing, and now Danny Choi's gone to midfield in his place. So Mark Crittenden making a bit of a switch to try and freshen things up, maybe throw different options to the Wanderers' defence. So far, hanging on. As Manini plays quickly to Rodriguez in his new position. Rodriguez goes central. That's a delightful pass in. Malia was at the back post. And again, it's the Wanderers who clear their lines with a last gasp effort. And that's what from Crittenden almost paying dividends there with Rodriguez whipping in a delightful pass. Blacktown sensing that they've got the Wanderers on the ropes here. They'll have a corner. Mitch Malia to whip it in. Towards the box it goes, and again the Wanderers deal with it as Choi flicks it wide to Malia. A deeper crossing option maybe. Choi floats it out wide towards Nick O'Brien, who tries to send it back into the mixer. And stepping in was Luke Neuenhoff. The Wanderers have picked it up here, Knezovic. It was Neuenhoff who went down. He went down too easy, says the referee. O'Brien has spotted Malia well. And here goes Danny Choi, trying to make an impact in midfield now. It's with Maniti. He spotted the free man, which is Grant Lynch, and Blacktown continue to be camped out, trying to poke holes in this Wanderers defence. Choi on the edge of the area. Maniti and Bernie, who's drifted inwards. This is good link-up play by Blacktown. It's with Major and Malia. Almost everyone's had a touch here. Mitch Malia has the strike. And again, it'll be a Blacktown City corner. Wanderers staying resolute in their defence for the time being. Again, the intent of Blacktown City is visible there. Switching the play to either wing, trying to move this Wanderers defence around, trying to spot holes that they can play through. And they almost did there. Linking up was Major and Malia. And for now, with 9 minutes plus a bit of additional time, still 0-0. Malia tasked with delivering this one in. A dangerous one on his last free kick, or corner, should I say. This one's a little bit deeper. Rodriguez is at the back post. And he was diving away. Had to get down nice and low. It was always going to be difficult from a tight angle, but that's another shot on goal for Blacktown. And thankfully, from a Wanderers perspective, it's just going to be a goal kick. Harper has spotted Nkoma when he's skewed that one away from him. Blacktown will be hoping they can get one before half-time. That'll really give them optimism. They can put a couple goals past using all these chances. And here is Joey Gibbs cutting it back for Major off the post. And it just won't fall for Blacktown right now. They've hit the crossbar and Major's just hit the post. Looking to guide it into the bottom corner, only finding the woodwork. Bandiera. Good defending there by Luke Neuenhoff, and now Wanderers looking for that immediate switch. Oh, that's a nasty challenge there by Luke Neuenhoff. He went in strongly. And Blacktown were quickly up off the bench, and I think referee Jake Rose has given Luke Neuenhoff his last warning. And Blacktown bench were less than pleased that Luke Neuenhoff escaped without a caution there. I'll have to worry about defending the free kick here, Wanderers. Here is Choi with that in-swinging left-footed delivery, and couldn't get it up and over behind the defensive line. Malia. Majors drifted wide to receive, looking to drive that back towards Choi.
Ricky, watch your shoulder. Ricky, watch your shoulder.
Blacktown have to be careful here. They don't turn over possession. Wanderers might have a counter-attack brewing here, and now here they go. This could be it. Something for the Wanderers, and there is Jacob Maniti again, as he has been all afternoon. Whenever Blacktown have needed him to disrupt a Wanderers counter-attack, he's been there. Here is Rodriguez now. Back post is Travis Major. Off the post again for Major. Gibbs is there, trying to poke it home. And Wanderers scramble it away once more. Now Maniti tries. And that's 2 or 3 attempts and goal in the space of 30 seconds for Blacktown. And still they can't make one stick in the back of the net. Major will be thinking how he has not found the back of the net. He's hit the post twice now.
Blacktown City will be here this coming Wednesday night. Another 32 action against Adelaide United. It's over 6 o'clock, kickoff 7:30.
Wanderers continue to play out short from the goal kick. They'll stick to their principles, and Blacktown are able to win possession as again Tiger Harper's ball out is picked off by Blacktown. Here goes Bandiera. He's taken down. It's clean, says the referee, and Rodriguez has possession, looking to get past Nkomo. As the defender sliding, and still Blacktown City. All the chances. Having it all their way right now. It's with Malia. To play his way through the defence, and now he's Choi. Lovely bit of skill to evade Dallo Sandy, and has the physicality does Danny Choi. Gives, that's lovely for Jackson Bandiera. Has the strike himself. It's blocked by Nkomo. Now here goes Choi.
No chance there. Goal kick. Goal kick.
And after a bit of debate back and forth, it'll be a Wanderers goal kick. You can see how many extra numbers Blacktown are committing forward. Bandiera and Tyron Burney, they're getting forward, they're joining the attack, trying to add extra numbers, and so far, whether it's last-ditch defensive efforts or whether it's the woodwork, Blacktown have been denied a goal so far here. And again, they've picked it up in a good position. Choi looking to disguise that pass. It was a bit too casual there from Blacktown number 11, Dallo Sandy. He's tripped up by Choi. And that'll be another bit of a break here for Western Sydney. Just march the numbers forward. Take the ball away from their danger zone. Western should be an experienced and high-performing Blacktown City side. Now Blacktown have to be careful here. No, it's been given away. It's with Gigliotti. Has the strike himself. And Prendergast was scrambling. And Blacktown City, for all their possession and all their chances, they almost were the masters of their own demise there, giving the ball away inside their defensive third. And Gigliotti had Prendergast scrambling across his goal to make the save. Put it on target, did Gigliotti. And that's given Wanderers a bit more impetus up front. They've sensed that they can get something going here as Lynch. He's forced long, and that's a great pass up top to Gibbs, the former Wanderer himself. Good hold-up play, and Burney's made a darting run inside. Now it's with Danny Choi. Lovely touch to take it away from the first defender, but Donahue was backing Kalina up. Malia. Gets inside onto his left. Holds up the defence and floats it towards the back post. Bernie is there. And the right back almost had his eyes on goal. Time is running out in this first half for Blacktown to end it with a goal. Almost conceded one themselves. Here is Rodriguez.
Protect field, protect field.
Inside from Bandiera. Here is Choi. Left it for Maniti, and you can just see it's only Nick O'Brien and Grant Lynch on the halfway line for Blacktown City. They're just there to pick up possession whenever it comes out to them from a Wanderers clearance. Everyone else is inside an attacking position, looking to really overload that area of the pitch and put Wanderers under siege, as they have been for the best part of 43 minutes here. As in goes Franson over the top of Gibbs. He might have copped a knock on the way through there, Joey Gibbs.
I thought it was a corner. Take it. I'll take it.
Bernie now for Blacktown. He had that headed shot just a moment ago. Him and Bandiera have a bit shy of getting into the box. Prendergast. That nervy moment a couple minutes ago now. Blacktown City at the back. They're just trying to settle themselves. There's Roman Kalina. Sends that out of play and away from danger for the time being. 1 minute of time added on, says the fourth official just in front of us, Matt Staples. Now Prendergast is going to let that roll along here, and Knezovic was in the play. Now it's Blacktown who are looking a bit of cracks at the back when they're playing out. Said they promptly move it on down towards the corner. Major has the physicality to beat out Matt O'Donoghue with Malia and Choi on the edge of the area, and couldn't get that second touch to create the shot. Had to poke at it really. And he's helped up a bit of sportsmanship from Marcus Fernandez. Now Wanderers have played their way out here. It's with Matt O'Donoghue. And Bernie was back doing his defensive duties, and confirmation of that additional time. It's 1 minute.
Time added on. Minimum of 1 minute.
And so for Wanderers, they'll head into the break with Richie Cardozo. They'll feel like 0-0, that they can maybe make a few adjustments at halftime and get a bit more of a foothold in this game. Maybe they had that big chance for Philip Gigliotti. And that would have really sent shockwaves through Blacktown City and their home fans here with all the chances that Mark Crittenden's side have had. They haven't been able to get it past Tiger Harper. They've struck the woodwork a total of 3 times by my count. Tiger Harper's made a couple of good saves as well. More of the same in terms of pressure. Blacktown City, they'll think that if they can keep up this volume and frequency of chances, that eventually one will get past Tiger Harper. But for now, the score remains 0-0 at Landon Stadium. Blacktown, all the possession, all the chances, haven't been able to make it count. Wanderers have held on well defensively. They've had one of their own to claim that it was a big effort on goal. I've been Will Constantinides with you for the first half. We'll see you back soon on the other side of this short break. Welcome back to Landon Stadium for the second half of football here, and we'll see what the second half dishes up for us. If you've joined us just now, it was 0-0, but it's certainly all been the way of Blacktown City. They've had majority of the possession and majority of the chances. And looks like they've come out unchanged in search of that elusive goal. They've hit the woodwork 3 times in that first half. Might count themselves a bit unlucky that they haven't got one into the back of the net just yet.
Or just watch it.
It's broken up eventually by Blacktown, and normal service resumes from their perspective as they've got the ball deep inside Wanderers territory. Here is Mitch Malia. A couple of chances there. Looks to line one up and swing that into the far post, and another shot for Blacktown City. And another goal kick for the Wanderers. And of course, we might take this moment to run you through both benches as those might come into play as the second half goes on. Blacktown City, they have number 9, the former Wanderers Academy man, Ruben Awaratifi. Number 17, Marty Fernandez. Number 4, Lockie Campbell. 36, Seb Hayward. And 41, David McHugh. And we'll get to the Wanderers one in just a moment. Next time the ball goes out of play. For now, though, they've got Blacktown City recycling possession. It'll be interesting to see what changes both coaches made, really, in terms of their approach for Richard Cardozo and Western Sydney Wanderers. It's been a lot of defensive work. They had a big chance through Philip Gigliotti. And Blacktown gave away possession inside their own half. Other than that, there's been all that memorable moments in the attacking half. It goes on an overlapping run in search of getting past Gigliotti and has Major at the back post. He rose highest and just couldn't direct a goal with their Travis Major. Again, it's another good opportunity for the hosts. And so for the Wanderers on the bench, they have number 12, Lachlan Tilt, number 19, Dimo, 20, Tristan Vidakovic, 24, Anthony Barbage, 47, Edmund Haddad, and number 99, Ryan Devine. Skill by Khan Nizam, and Donahue runs into Bernie, and now Bernie can continue his run forward. Bernie towards Gibbs, and there is Tiger Harper again. Throws that ball immediately out towards Dallo Sandy, and now Wanderers looking to quickly turn defence into attack. It's with Gigliotti. Now with Knezovic and Neuenhoff. Free-flowing football from the Wanderers, and the commentator's curse strikes as that final pass was. Great turn in midfield by Fernandez, and he links up with Knezovic. It's still with Fernandez. This could be something good here for the Wanderers. And that'll please the coaching staff and Richie Cardozo greatly that they've got a bit more of a handle on this game now. Como. Inside for Neuenhoff, and now Wanderers, maybe those adjustments at half-time have given them more confidence going forward. The press is coming, and there's plenty of players here on Roman Kalina who dribbles his way out of trouble, but eventually he turns it over. Now it's with Malia, gets around his defender, takes a tumble, and now a big decision here for Jake Rose to make, and it's been a red card. Looks like Matt O'Donoghue is the man that's been sent off. Looks like it was because denial of a goal-scoring opportunity with Malia. Getting his touch around the defender, was definitely in on goal, had the one-on-one. The question was whether he was going wide and if there was other defenders around him. In the end, it was clear-cut. Jake Rosie blew his whistle quickly, had no hesitation to bring out the red card, and that means that Matt O'Donoghue's afternoon ends early. And so now Blacktown, they've had plenty of chances in this game. Now they have the man advantage with 40 minutes remaining. I'll be hoping to really get on the score sheet sooner rather than later. Joey Gibbs standing over this one with Travis Major. There's 4 in the wall here for Tiger Harper. He is looking into the sun. Gibbs goes over the wall and over the crossbar. And so now Richie Cardozo has to... has been sent off. That's one of his defenders off, and defenders have been the busiest players on the pitch so far. Dallas Andy does well with defenders on his back and gets around Danny Choi. Still with Dallas Andy. This is great positivity from the Wanderers. As Neuenhoff adjusts well to keep the ball under his control. Now it's with Gigliotti. The reason that Blacktown will be keen to score sooner rather than later. The longer it stays at 0-0, Wanderers might feel that they can maybe just jag one on the other end. Turned over by Fernandez. He was looking to link up with Nizam. Now Lynch. Blacktown looking to slow down a bit of that Wanderers momentum and re-establish their dominance in this game. Manita. And he can attack with his speed. Bernie, a low-driven cross into the area. And Choi will track back to collect this one. He spotted the free man again, and it's once more with Tyron Burney. Takes on his man, sells him on the cross. Gives it back for Malia, looking to create the shot on his right foot. And dragging it away from goal. And again, it's Blacktown who can only find it past the goal. It's a tough old ending to Matt O'Donoghue's afternoon. He got his first start in this game in his fourth appearance for the Wanderers. And his first start will ultimately be marked by a red card. Lovely outside of the foot Trivella pass from Rodriguez, and now Malia looking to stand up his man and take him on onto the penalty spot. It's back out to Choi, and the ball just bounced away from him at the vital moment. And now we've seen Nizam go on these mazy runs before, and he is adjudged to have pushed Tyron Burney. Looks like Mark Crittenden will be the first to go to his bench. Marty Fernandez will join the fray. And Bandierra's ball. Sub will just wait a moment, or a couple of extra seconds for Marty Fernandez to get some final instructions from the Blacktown coaching staff before he enters this game. And Mark Crittenden and Blacktown will be hoping that the fresh legs can throw up something that they've been missing. As Tiger Harper takes that cross easily. There's Neuenhoff, and that's good play by the Wanderers, Marcus Fernandez and Luke Neuenhoff. And this is what was really missing in that first half. Lovely play through midfield by the Wanderers. Dallas Andy has spotted the overlapping man. Gigliotti looking for Nkomo, who got forward well, and now he has to quickly track back because Danny Choi, the man that he's tasked with defending, has been able to burst forward here. Choi. I felt that he was fouled. Instead, play continues, and it's with the Wanderers. It's getting very nippy here, and a few little chippy touches on the ball here. It's a game that has plenty of in it. Now here comes that substitution. And so Julian Rodriguez, he has his afternoon ended early. And now Marty Fernandez replaces him. And Julian Rodriguez, he's had a pretty productive afternoon in midfield. He's seen plenty of the ball, as have all the Blacktown attackers, really. He was switched out to left wing with Choi coming to the centre, and now they've reversed that with Marty Fernandez joining centre midfield and Danny Choi now back out on the wing. Wanderers will make a sub of their own.
Going off for Western Sydney Wanderers, number 28, skipper Luke Neuenhoff, number 35, Khan Nazam.
So Khan Nazam and Luke Neuenhoff are off, and Anthony Barbich and Ryan Devine are on. And so a double sub made by Richie Cardozo. And his side have found a bit more in this second half compared to the first half. They won't be helped by the fact that O'Donoghue was sent off after 50 minutes. He's given his young side, who are already facing a bit of an uphill battle with how much possession and chances they've been forced to give away. The task is continuing to be quite hard. Here is Barbich looking to feed that pass towards Nkomo. That's a good ball forward, and Prendergast had to play sweep the keeper. He hasn't had to do that too many times this afternoon, has Tristan Prendergast. And Anthony Barbich almost coming off the bench to great effect. Spotted a bit of a gap in the defence and used Nkomo to almost put him through one-on-one there had he got a toe on it. And now Wanderers have to be careful they don't turn it over. In the end, it's a goal kick, which Blacktown aren't best pleased about. There's Kalina. Uses Ryan Devine, who has it taken off his toes by Mitch Malia. And it's a good play by Marty Fernandez. He was looking for that cross back past Harper, waiting for someone for a tap in. And Wanderers are alert to the short corner this time, and Como has spotted it. Major links up with Malia. Those two have been a threatening combination. Now it's Marty Fernandez. His fresh legs looking to make the difference. Strike on goal is deflected and sent high into the Blacktown sky. And Malia puts that back into the mixer. Now it's with Nick O'Brien. The centre-back's combining. Here is Grant Lynch! And that's a beauty from the centre-back. How sweet did he catch that, Grant Lynch? On that left foot into the top corner.
Blacktown City score by number 5, Grant Lynch.
And he won't hit too many better than that, Grant Lynch. He has an eye for the spectacular. And it was Nick O'Brien who wanted the shot for himself initially, and then it fell to Grant Lynch to score his 4th goal of the season in all competitions. And that might be the pick of the bunch. That was a beauty from Lynch. And it ultimately took something spectacular to get it past Tiger Harper and the Western Sydney Wanderers defence. And that's one you'll see on the highlight reels. That was some effort from Grant Lynch to notch up goal number 4 for the season. And just taking a look at the replay, it just fell to him on the edge of the area. He had no hesitation, just let it fly. And he'll have his say that all the strikers had their turn at trying to have a shot, and in the end it's him on his first try that gets it past the Wanderers defence, but Blacktown won't care. And they'll feel now that they've gotten that first goal that'll spur them on to maybe a couple more and put this game beyond the reach of the 10 men of Wanderers. Had an attacking onslaught in that first half, sent into the half at 0-0. And now Nkomo looking to get the other side of Bernie, who uses his pace to retrieve possession. O'Brien sends it long. Up goes Joey Gibbs. He was beaten to it by the Wanderers. Now it's with Devine. As Malian digging at his heels, and Marty Fernandez. Barbich gets in his way, and it deflects off Marty Fernandez, and that'll be a Wanderers throw right in front of our commentary position. Of course, coming up next for Blacktown City, they have that Australia Cup round of 32 day with Adelaide United on Wednesday night right here at Landon Stadium. Get down here to the hills and come and watch it. It's going to be a great one. I'll definitely be here myself. Looking to add a second goal here with Malia. Back post lurking is Major, and he tries to dance along the goal line to keep it in, but he couldn't do so. Just on Blacktown in the Australia Cup, they're looking to progress to the round of 16. Their best ever result was the quarterfinals. That was back in 2016-17, and they're back in the round of 32 this year for the first time since 2021. Tough task on their hand against an A-League side. But Adelaide United, they're in a bit of a rebuilding phase at the moment. Playing on their home deck in front of their loyal fans, Blacktown City. It'll be a full house here at Landon Stadium. You'd hope that grandstand over on that far side will be full. Plenty of space on this near side as well. It'll be a great classic cup night. And Blacktown have been known for some memorable nights in the FFA Cup, as it was then known, the Australia Cup. Here's one of those men that's created them, Danny Choi. On his left foot, looking to turn, provided Divines at the back post, but only clears it as far as Marty Fernandez, who lashed his effort on goal. And it's just a goal kick. Another substitution coming for the Wanderers. Their third of the afternoon. And so Luka Knezovic, his night ends early. And he is replaced by Dumo, who got the start last game. He's off the bench now, and he goes straight to the top of the attack, hoping that his fresh legs can try and jag one back here for Blacktown City. Of course, for Wanderers, all these young players will have eyes on trying to make their imprint on the A-League squad. No doubt their new coach, Alan Stajic, is keeping an eye on how his NPL side are progressing. They have an Australia Cup date of their own. They're travelling up north to take on Brisbane City on Wednesday night as well. So these players hoping they can make it onto the team sheet maybe for that away trip. Major goes back to this afternoon's goal scorer, Grant Lynch. Major again. With Marty Fernandez, who's been everywhere since he's come on. Goes back to Jacob Maniti, and now Tyron Burney. Malia, another chance to attack Ryan Devine. This time it's a deeper cross towards Major. It does find him, headed in towards the penalty spot. And Kalina has to be careful that he doesn't play his way into trouble there. All's well that ends well for the Wanderers. It's now with Marcus Fernandez. Of course, for Wanderers, if they were to fail to get 3 points here, this would be their 9th game without a win. 9th straight game, that is. And they have just one win in the last 11, which stretches back to round 14 in that dramatic ending to that game against Sydney Olympic. Since then, the combination of the games being played largely behind closed doors and having players coming in and out of the squad has really hurt their form. Since that game against Olympic, they've been 8 losses, 2 draws, and just 1 win. So 5 points in their last 11 games has really slid them down the table, especially when you take into account that 6-point deduction. It's taken them basically out of finals contention, and in the early parts of the season, they were top of the table. Search for an away win also continues for the Wanderers if this result were to hold. Long time for them as now it's with Blacktown. As Nick O'Brien has spotted Tyron Burney making a deep run forward. It's now on Burney's feet. Has Malia with him in support. He's double teamed by a couple of defenders and tries to go between them. Tried to sell the foul, and referee Jake Rose wasn't buying it. Now Barbic, he has the fresh legs to burst through midfield and just relieve a bit of pressure. Ryan Devine. Dallo Sandy. Fernandez. Now it's with... Given away there. by the Wanderers. Gigliotti over on that far side now. Right side of the defence with Ricky Franson. Of course, big changes made as a result of Matt O'Donoghue sending off. Malia looks to capitalise even further and glancing header by Gibbs. Only finds Danny Choi out on that left wing, and now he crosses with his right. There is Gibbs! And that'll probably do it for Blacktown City. They've got the 2-goal advantage. They have the man advantage. And Joey Gibbs puts his header into the side netting. They call him the Iceman, and showed great composure there to notch up his 14th goal of the season, Joey Gibbs. And after getting 2 midweek in their 5-2 loss to Apia, he scores again, Joey Gibbs. And there's a well-taken header as well. He got up nice and high, was relatively unmarked in the box. And just taking a look at replay, it came out to Danny Choi, who had all the time to pick out his cross, and he saw Gibbs on the 6-yard area, who made his run, and he just simply wasn't tracked by the Wanderers. And you cannot give a man like that much space in the air. And he's made the Wanderers pay. And with 25 minutes or so remaining, the task becomes near impossible now for the Wanderers. Down to 10 and down 2 goals for a side that's been starved of chances in this game, even when they had 11. Blacktown have done a fantastic job of just playing this entire 66 minutes on their terms. Malia tries himself now and had plenty of power on it, just couldn't keep it below the bar. And to do one up on Grant Lynch with his spectacular volley to open the scoring. Gibbs uses Choi. Blacktown sensing they can really go for the kill here, and out of third, we should really kill off the game. And now in the box is Bandiera. He was the only man crying for the handball. And instead it falls to Lynch and O'Brien at the top of the halfway line. As Malia shows a bit of the skill and sends Devine, the youngster, one way then the other. There is Mitch Malia. Major. There is Manidi, who has all the time in the world to pick out the pass he wants, and he chooses towards Bandiera. Choi on the wing. Set up that second goal. You see Blacktown, they're playing with so much confidence now on the ball. They have the game exactly where they want it. As Gigliotti breaks up the attack and turns his way out of Bandiera, who was holding on to him a little bit. And for Blacktown City, this will be a win that will arrest what has been a tough home run as of late. They've had back-to-back losses at home in the league. And their last home win was in round 19 against Manly. It's actually the first time this season in the last 2 weeks with that loss against St. George City that they've suffered back-to-back home losses. If you count that loss midweek to Apia, it was 3 losses at Landon Stadium in a row, which is so rare for Blacktown City. Historically, they've always been excellent here. And that's largely continued throughout the season, and they've really put on a show here as Gibbs checked his shoulder and looking to add his second, Joey Gibbs. And again, it's onto the post for Blacktown City. For the 4th time this afternoon, they've hit the woodwork. And Gibbs was just inches away from adding his second and Blacktown's third. Put it under the legs of the rushing out Tiger Harper. And it will be a Blacktown City corner to keep the attack going. And prior to those back-to-back home losses for Blacktown City, they had just the 1 home loss in their first 10 home games. So had a bit of a blip from their perspective, and they're back on form here this afternoon against the Wanderers, and they'll look to continue that form in their run towards finals. Malia. Lynch was making a run, but he overran it. As Choi keeps it alive, and now it's with Marty Fernandez. Takes his time and swings it towards Malia. There's Como and Divine for company. Floats it, and there is Major again, and it's just been overhit. And so that will be a Wanderers goal kick. And up next in the league, Blacktown City. They face Spirit away. Then they have Marconi away and Hills at home. So that Marconi game will be of great importance to how the finals places might look at the end of round 30. And now Gibbs has spotted Major in plenty of space. And now here is Danny Choi, and a clinical finish from Choi to bring up Blacktown City's third. He made the darting run inside. Major rewarded him with the pass. And on that sweet left foot of Danny Choi, he needed no further invitation. They've been clinical in the second half here, Blacktown City.
Danny Choi. Blacktown City 3-0, Western Sydney Wanderers 0.
Australia Cup game with Adelaide United, finding plenty of form at home. And substitution looks like it'll be coming. Ruben Awaratifi receiving final instructions from Mark Crittenden. And so Blacktown City, they lead 3-0 in what has been a pretty deserving scoreline when you look at the balance of the game. They've had the more chances, they've had the better chances, and they've played the game on their terms as Danny Choi notches up his 5th goal in all competitions. So put this game in a commanding position for the hosts with 20 minutes to go. Barbage now. To add a bit of positivity for the Wanderers. It's now with Marcus Fernandez. Gigliotti looking to disguise that pass towards Nkomo. It's back out here for Barbage. Now it's with Fernandez. And that's easy keeping for Tristan Prendergast. Wanderers might be making another double sub of their own. Now here comes that sub. It's going to be another former Wanderers Academy player, Ruben Awaratifi. And Lockie Campbell also making his way onto the park in his return to the squad. And so one of the goal scorers, Joey Gibbs, he got the second through that headed effort. He gets a deserved early rest, as does Nick O'Brien. And Lockie Campbell goes straight to the back alongside Grant Lynch and Ruben Awaratifi. That's a like-for-like swap as well. And Campbell gets a big cheer from the Blacktown faithful in his return. Great to see him back in the side. And he'll have what he will be a nice and comfortable 17, 18 minutes or so to get some good minutes into those legs. Marty Fernandez, and here is Lockie Campbell with his first touches, and he's got a nice and easy one out towards Tyron Burney. It's Burney, good feet, looking up with Malia, and inside there was Roman Kalina to break up that attack. Fernandez waits for an option to present itself. He waited too long, and Manidi has given it towards Major, and Blacktown sensing that a fourth could be on here. Smart play from Major towards Maniti, and it's with Choi. And at the last moment, it was Anthony Barbich, I think, who got back to deny Choi from an effort at getting his second goal of the afternoon. 3 different scorers for Blacktown in this one. Lynch with the first, Gibbs with the second, and Choi with the third. Marty Fernandez, the fresh legs. And that one deflects out, and Wanderers might be making a double sub now of their own after Blacktown made one. Like Edmund Haddad and Lockie Tilt, which will be the bench cleared for the Wanderers. All 5 outfield players on. And now score at 3-0. Blacktown just have to avoid any major mistakes. No. 3 points in the bag as Fernandez looks to add to the scoreline. Good save by Harper, and again it's cleared by Ryan Devine. Burney Gives it on to Marley. We've seen plenty of the ball on this right wing. And here is Jacob Maniti. What a game he's had in midfield. He's very quietly gone about his business, as all central midfielders do. He's broken up a lot of these Wanderers counter-attacks. This time they're able to get it to the wing, and Como is in a race to get to the ball and beat the sideline. He does. Meliwethu and Como. And Barbic thought against the switch and went down towards where the Blacktown numbers were as Devine swung his foot in hopes of finding that ball to the right wing, and instead it's come back down his side with Major, and now they have numbers. Travis Major. Malia looking to take his man on one and puts him on the floor as Mitch Malia took his man, beat him, but the cross ended up being deflected. Dimo had Lynch all over. He's forced back towards his own defensive line. And we've spoken about the run ahead for Blacktown City. We'll talk about the Wanderers. They have probably some of the trickiest fixtures that you can have to end the season. They have Apia away, they have Sydney United at home, then Olympic away, and they finish the season with Marconi away. And so all those teams are in the mix for the finals and above them on the ladder. Of course, Apia, Sydney United and Marconi inside the top 6. Olympic are just outside of it, looking in. And so it will be more tough fixtures ahead. Even this one here, Blacktown City away, is difficult at the best of times, even when you're at 11 and you go down to 10 with still 40 minutes to play. That's making the task even more. Oh, as Franson went in, he won the ball. Got enough of it, says our referee. Looks like Blacktown City might be making another sub as well. David McHugh looks to be warming up. Here is Choi. Goes to ground. It was won cleanly by the Wanderers, and now Nkomo has made a darting run forward. He wanted it. Instead, they go towards the right. It's with Gigliotti. Chance forward for the Wanderers. Still with Gigliotti. Lovely twist and turn past Choi. Has Lynch for company. Now does Gigliotti, and he gets past him. He goes to ground and just lost balance and maybe ran out of steam on the run there, did Philip Gigliotti. Marty Fernandez has Malia in acres of space, and he's found him here. And Major is making the run in support. That's where he goes. And Devine at full stretch to stop that pass getting to Travis Major. He would have had a one-on-one chance with Tiger Harper waiting for him had he got on the receiving end of that pass. Malia to cross for Blacktown. Tons of corners, plenty of practice here as no one in the area. Franson able to clear as Maniti got good connection on it.
Anyone go there? Anyone?
He's always rising over the bar, couldn't get it to dip, and now here comes that double sub for the Western Sydney Wanderers. It's going to be Lockie Tilt and Edmund Haddad
Substitution.
replacing Meliwethu and Como and Dallo Sandy. So all subs made now by Richie Cardozo.
36 Dallo Sandy. Place for Lachlan Tilt. 47 Edmund Haddad.
Barvich now for the Wanderers. Well, the pass is intercepted there. And now Maniti has Mitch Malia, and they have numbers again. It's a straight 2-on-1 on this wing. It's now with Travis Major. Driving ball into the area. Ruben Awaratifi was the intended target, and it ends up looping into the arms of Tiger Harper.
Football coming up for Blacktown City Australia Cup. Hunt Stadium is coming Wednesday, 31st July. Gates open at 6 o'clock. We kick off at 7:30. Tickets can be purchased
So that substitution, it's going to be a double sub for Blacktown City. They'll clear the bench themselves. Seb Hayward and David McHugh will get 10 minutes.
Beverage and food on the night, $99. So you get in early, avoid the rush on game day. And we'll be back here again next Sunday, taking on Sydney Olympic, 27 of the NPL New South Wales men's competition, 3 p.m. kickoff. Everyone here at Blacktown City, big thank you for your attendance today. We look forward to seeing you again on Wednesday. What should be a fantastic clash as the cup comes to Land Stadium.
Malia again. All that's been missing for Mitch Malia is a goal, really. He's created so many opportunities. He's hit the woodwork himself. And now here comes a double sub for Mark Crittenden. So Seb Hayward will replace Jacob Maniti, and Tyron Burney will be replaced by David McHugh. And Maniti walks off for what has been a very industrious afternoon in midfield. And so Hayward and McHugh get the next 10 minutes or so. And Skippy will have to run into the corner to get this one under his control, as it should be good to see more minutes for Blacktown youngsters. We'll talk about them in just a moment as Wanderers are on the attack, and it's easily broken up by Lynch. And so for Daniel McHugh, he's on the ball now. He's making his first grade debut, the 17-year-old. Big moment for him, a big congratulations for him. And he's gotten a big cheer as it's just been announced in the PA system that he's got his debut. And Blacktown, historically, they've always been a club that continuously produced players. Blacktown City, a factory line here at Landon Stadium, and Daniel McHugh joins that list of first graders here. Now that pressure is coming as Wanderers see it away. It's with Franson. Seb Hayward as well, the 18-year-old who's just come on. This is his 6th appearance on the first grade team sheet. So continuing to stake his claim for a place in the squad. As here is McHugh, showing good touches here, the debutant, looking to create a chance. He goes to ground. Blacktown wanted the penalty, and in the end they'll have to concede the foul as Bandiera went in strongly, and I think it was just shoulder to shoulder between Devine and McHugh. And so as we tick down towards the final stages of these games, we'll have to quickly update you on scores around the grounds between Apia and Rockdale with 3 minutes to go. That one's at 1-1. And then between Central Coast and St. George City, that one's also at 1-1, but St. George City are down to 10, so 3 points potentially for Mariners could be big in their race for survival. As Franson's able to readjust, just get his arms out of the way of any potential handball issues. There's Hayward. Here's Daniel McHugh. He's getting plenty of chances to shine here, the debutant. He's taking the ball forward. Now it's Major, good pass in, and it's almost snuck in there from Ruben Oratifi. Looking to guide that finish into the side netting. In the end, it was offside. I think it was Oratifi who came from an offside position on that cross, as Dimo looks to get in behind Lynch here, and he has. He's fallen back out here for the Wanderers. Shot comes in, easily saved by Prendergast, and good positivity there from Dimo to create the opportunity before the shot fell to Edmund Haddad. McHugh to his fellow substitute, Lockie Campbell. Between the lines is Choi. Bandiera and Marty Fernandez exchanging passes with Choi, and this has been the story for Blacktown in this game. This is why they lead 3-0. Had a chokehold on possession. Now it's with Travis Major looking to add a fourth, squaring it up for Jackson Bandiera. Cleared away by the Wanderers. And now Wanderers have to be careful here. They don't turn it over inside their own corner. Hooked away by Devine as Kalina went in strong, and he went in over the top rather carelessly.
Wow, Matty, would you say that? Say sorry.
The foul and another opportunity from a set piece for Blacktown City. Mitch Malia and Travis Major engaged in discussions over it, and they quickly use Malia to get past his defender. Choi. Major has been left alone. Major can pick out his pass here. He has time to choose, and in the end was spoiled for choice. And now there's a bit of a dust up here in the box. Former Wanderer Ruben Awaratifi in the centre of it, and he has a fistful of Ricky Francis' shirt here. And Roman Kalina's in the mix as well. This is a bit of a sour ending to this game. Couldn't quite make what instigated that. And the result is that Roman Kalina's been given a yellow card. And just a bit of pushing and shoving and less than friendly discussions back and forth. Still remember there's a corner that's coming here for Wanderers to defend and Blacktown to attack. It's with Travis Major. It was read by Haddad. Mitch Malia, who's just playing with the ball. Wanderers weren't happy about it as Hayward, the touch just got away from him at the vital moment, Seb Hayward, but he makes amends for it by winning back. That'll please the Blacktown coaching staff, the youngster showing good determination. As in comes the cross, it's dealt with momentarily by the Wanderers before Gigliotti flicks it around the corner for Lockie Tilt. Gigliotti has the skills himself, and Blacktown see that out for a throw. So just a couple minutes remaining, and this looks like it's going to be 3 points for Blacktown City to send them closer towards the teams at the top, and they'll be hoping that that game between Apia and Rockdale ends a draw, because that'll close the gap between Blacktown City to Apia. They'll now be just 1 point behind them. Blacktown in fourth, Apia in third. Devine has McHugh pressuring him on his touch, and Daniel McHugh's made a nice impression here. Smiley had given it away before Wanderers wanted to counter, and now Blacktown have a counter of their own. Here is Danny Choi. Can go one-on-one with Tilt. Danny Choi still has possession and can dribble this out towards Travis Major. McHugh. Hayward wanted to turn in midfield, and Dimo had read it. And there is Hayward not giving up on the play. And there's been a red card here. Looked like it was something after the challenge. I was following the play further up the pitch, and Dimo has been sent here for Wanderers' second red card of the afternoon. And just taking a look at the replay, it was Seb Hayward and Dimo Dimo who were engaged in... Oh, that's nasty from Dimo Dimo, just looking at the replay. He just lashed out at Seb Hayward's ankles. You simply cannot do that. He lost possession and then he was frustrated and just completely swung at the young midfielder's ankles there. And there's 3 minutes of time added on, and that's not what you want to see. And Dimo Dimo's been sent as the substitute. And yeah, it was definitely late and it was well off the ball. So it's been a nightmare afternoon for the Wanderers. 2 red cards, 3 goals conceded. As Marley puts that cross in deep, it's cleared away by Franson. And for Wanderers, this tough performance will extend their winless run to 9. As Bandiero went to ground, asking for the penalty, and again, it's another penalty shot waved away by the referee. And as the sun sets behind us, we're now into the 3 minutes of additional time. It's been a thoroughly professional performance by Blacktown City. If they can replicate a bit of this on Wednesday night against Adelaide, they'll have a good chance of causing a cup set. Of course, Adelaide were knocked out by Western Sydney Wanderers in the round of 32 last year. That was at Marconi Stadium. Here is Roman Kalina. The Wanderers down to 9 here. As McHugh releases Malia and has Ruben Awaratifi. It's a 3-on-2 here for Blacktown City. Looking to put the icing on the cake. Awaratifi, the flag has stayed down. Puts his shot on and easily saved in the end by Tiger Harper. Travis Major and Mitch Marley were making runs as well, but in the end it stays 3-0 for Blacktown City as Franson has it taken away from him by Daniel McHugh, who's right at home at that right back spot, has the 17-year-old. This will please Mark Crittenden and all the Blacktown youth coaches. He's made a good step up here in his debut. He's been tested a couple times. And so far he's done extremely well. Which again, as mentioned, just speaks to the continuous quality that Blacktown have in their youth ranks. Bandiera exchanging passes with Hayward as time continues to tick down. And that's it from here at Landon Stadium. A comfortable 3-0 win for Blacktown City. Goals to Grant Lynch, Joey Gibbs, and Danny Choi brought up the 3. And there was a red card in the 50th minute for Matt O'Donoghue. And a second red card for the Wanderers on the 89th. That one was for Dimo Dimo. So a thoroughly professional performance by the hosts as they get back to winning ways at home. And they'll have their eyes on that massive midweek Australia Cup game against Adelaide United on Wednesday night. I've been Will Constantinides with you for the Football New South Wales YouTube channel. And we'll see you back soon again for more NPL action.